With the November 12, 2013 kickoff of the Crystal Mangum murder trial in Durham, North Carolina, the train of justice is lumbering down the tracks at full speed. Quick out of the gate, 7 jurors have already been seated during the opening day, with a full complement expected to be filled on the second day. Honorable Judge Paul Ridgeway, whose home jurisdiction is Wake County, is at the controls and has been pushing for expediency since he was first assigned to hear the case. Even when Scott Holmes abandoned his client just months before the trial date that had been set for November 12th, Judge Ridgeway made it clear that the trial would commence on that date, come hell or high water, and he has made good on that vow. However, a week prior to the starting date, questions arose regarding the work of Deputy Chief Medical Examiner Dr. Clay Nichols. Questions related to the autopsy of a 2011 Cumberland County homicide victim, Terrell Boykin, that were serious enough to result in his firing and prompt consideration of possible criminal charges being lodged against him by Orange County District Attorney Jim Woodall. The exact nature of Nichols' alleged wrongdoing in this case has never been disclosed. District Attorney Woodall evidently had the SBI launch an investigation into Dr. Nichols' work based on a tip he received several months ago, in September 2013. The investigation was conducted without Boykin's mother even knowing about it. There have been no arrests in that case, and it remains unsolved. Revelations about the investigation into the medical examiner and his firing led Mangum's defense attorney, Daniel Meyer, to file a dozen motions prior to the weekend before trial. Specifically and most importantly, Meyer requested a continuance to see if the results of the SBI investigation into the Boykin case could affect his defense. Judge Paul Ridgeway stated that he had read the completed SBI report, communicated with the SBI agent who conducted the investigation, and with Orange County DA Woodall. In denying Meyer's motion for a continuance, he stated, quote, "What I've reviewed and the information that I have is that the subject matter of that investigation is not related in any way to the subject matter before this case," unquote. That could very well be, but the credibility of Nichols' work is important and has been repeatedly called into question for more than 2 years. I, Sidney Harr, am a retired physician and have repeatedly averred that the autopsy report Dr. Nichols conducted on Reginald Daye is false and fraudulent and was manufactured for the purpose of trumping up a murder charge against Mangum as payback for her role in the Duke lacrosse case. The motion for a continuance that was drafted by Meyer has not been publicly displayed, but it is apparent that there are grounds for a separate investigation into Daye's autopsy report and the circumstances surrounding his death. If Meyer did not specifically call for a separate investigation into Nichols' work on Daye's case, then he should have, as it is factual that glaring discrepancies are present between the autopsy report and other medical records, including the operative report. Not only that, it is my understanding that Crystal Mangum is in possession of written documents from forensic pathologist Dr. Christina L. Roberts that support my assertion that Daye was intubated in the esophagus while at Duke University Hospital. To her detriment, Mangum has withheld those documents from me, as she has been influenced by the media to disassociate herself from me. An effective piece of journalistic ammo being the Hatchet Job article in the Indy Week titled "The Avenger: Is Sidney Hart's Crusade for Crystal Mangum Backfiring?"